another spider. He tried to hit that spider with a book but accidentally bumped into the garage door switch. The roll-up door came crashing down, and Homer was badly hit. At that moment, Marge returned home and dragged Homer out. His face had turned purple, and he wasn't breathing. Lisa quickly gave him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Compress his chest! I'm on it.
While Bart performed chest compressions. After Homer woke up, he wandered around like a madman and finally fell into the trash can. Marge noticed that Homer was always narrowly escaping death. She pulled out old photo albums and decided to buy life insurance for Homer. Homer told her not to worry, saying he could live for many more years.
I just want to...
Marge took Homer to the insurance company. Before processing the insurance agent asked Homer if he had any major illnesses. Homer said he had actually suffered 3 strokes. The agent immediately put the policy into the shredder. Homer tried to reach over to sign it, but his hand got caught in the shredder. Having had enough, Marge decided to start saving money to secure the children's lives after they lost their father. From that day on, the family only bought cheap food, and Marge put the saved money into a piggy bank.
Mom, why are you so worried about money? Oh, we're just saving for a very rainy day. You mean when the big tuna goes belly up?
Lisa and Bart's clothes were also charitable donations from the church.
Haha, people died in those shirts.
She banned all extra household expenses. Homer had no choice but to steal drinks from Moe's Tavern.
Hey, no outside sucks.
I'm sorry, Mo. Mark won't let me spend any money. You had counterfeit money.
He believed that living meant enjoying life to the fullest. Marge took out an account book. Last year, Homer spent $5,000 on donuts, $2,000 on scalp treatments, and $500 on body glitter. They each took their favorite items and got ready to make a quick getaway. But just then,
Save me, panic!
something startled Homer. In a panic, he ran off alone, causing the others to crash into each other exactly when Mr. Burns caught them in the act. Lenny tried to run away but failed. Burns called a meeting to scold everyone, but surprisingly, he praised Homer as the only one who hadn't been caught. This made everyone else furious. Even during their time off, they kept texting Homer to berate him. Homer didn't care.
I can't believe you got all your friends in trouble and you got the day off.
But the next morning, he woke up to find he'd wet the bed. Trying to keep it low-key, he decided to do the laundry himself. But the next night, he wet the bed again. Homer figured it must be karma. He threw a party to apologize to everyone, but still wet the bed. The next morning, he went out to buy bedwetting supplies, only to accidentally trigger an alarm late at night and get mocked by the kids.
Whoa, what's going on?
With no other choice, Homer admitted he was wetting the bed and decided to wear diapers. Marge couldn't accept this. Worried, she went for a late-night walk and ran into Professor Frank. The professor already knew what was going on. It turned out the whole town knew. Frank offered to help. He had everyone enter Homer's dreams to find the root of his bedwetting problem. In the dream, they eventually discovered it was linked to his marriage. Then they fell off a cliff. Frank warned that dying in a dream meant dying in real life. They had no choice but to delve deeper into Homer's subconscious. After passing through multiple layers of dreams, they finally reached the deepest part of his mind, hoping to find answers. Just then, the police burst in, trying to seize the dream machine. In the chaos, Frank got into a fight with another scientist, and the dream began to collapse. Amid the turmoil, they discovered that Homer's mother had been living in his subconscious, and the real reason for his bedwetting was an unresolved childhood issue. Once that emotional knot was untied, it was time to leave the dream. This time, they finally woke up for real and Homer no longer wet the bed rapidly, and the umbilical cord was violently yanked and snapped. In the end, a large hand pulled him out from inside. It was prayer day, so Marge threw clothes directly at Homer's face. Homer put on his pants reluctantly, only to find that the zipper wouldn't close no matter what. The weather outside was freezing cold, and Homer refused to go out. With no other choice, Marge had to take the kids to the prayer service alone.
Hey, where's Uber? Your father's resting hungover, resting got fired.
Meanwhile, Homer went back to his warm bed. In the sub-zero cold, everyone was shivering violently. Even Maggie's milk had turned into ice. But Homer, staying at home, was leisurely taking a bath and had turned the water temperature up to the highest setting. There was no need for clothes in the warm house, so Homer danced along to the music. Soon it was lunchtime. Homer used all the ingredients to make pancakes, and even fed the dripping syrup to the dog. The extremely low temperature had frozen the church door shut tight, trapping everyone inside.
Lisa, this is neither the time nor the place.
Luckily, Willie brought a flamethrower and managed to blast the door open.
Just making fun. Look, I'm not doing how you doing. Love that happy.
At that moment, Homer was completely absorbed in his TV show. When Marge returned home with the kids, Homer thought this was the happiest day of his life and he decided he would never go to church again. Marge was shocked by his decision to give up his faith, but Homer thought it was just a trivial matter.
And don't you think that the Almighty has better things to worry about than where one little guy spends one measly hour of his week?
Tell it, Daddy.
Marge prayed for Homer, hoping God would not punish him for this.